Hello my students. In this lesson we want to learn about general structure of PDMS. This lesson is very important and I think we have a very important job ahead. Let me run PDMS. Okay, as you see, when you run PDMS, first up you will face with Aveva PDMS console window. From this window, the software will speak with you. I mean that you must read all the messages from this window. Also, you can input your commands in PDMS console window in DOS programming language. As you see, for example, this version was issued to your company and will only operate on registered hardware and so on. After that, you will see the Aveva PDMS login window. From this window, first up you must select the project. I will click the project menu, and as you see, you have 4 projects here. The first up is HEN. HEN, or Hendy John Offshore Complex Development WP07, is a real project that I am working in this project now. More than this, you have Imperial, Master and Sample projects. These 3 projects are PDMS default projects. I mean that when your company purchases PDMS software, in the PDMS DVD you have 3 different default projects that called Imperial, Master and Sample. Sample is a project that's used for checking the software. Also, you can do your exercises in a sample project. The others are Imperial and Master. Master is a project that catalogs for Imperial and Sample projects are shared from Master. Also, some of the engineering companies, engineering consultants, are using catalogs from Master project. More than that, they will do some modifications on it to prepare some components that are not exist in Master project by default. For example, in Master project, we don't have pipes with 48 dia-inch, and if you have this kind of pipe in your real project, you must enter them in catalogs manually. The other project is Imperial. Imperial is a project with Imperial units. Okay, I will select the sample project for this lesson. If you click the username menu, you will see all usernames of project except of the main user that have full access to all databases. The main user is system. I will enter system and caps lock shall be set to on. The password for system user is by default X for 6 times. Username and password are means as that we all have in our mind. They work like username and password when we use for enter to Windows. After that, you must select the multiple database. What's meaning of multiple database? Let me enter admin module, and after that I will explain for you completely about meaning of multiple database. Okay guys, this is the admin module of PDMS. We all have experience of work with softwares like Microsoft Office Excel, for example. If you have some computers that shared together via a network in your office, we all have seen that, for example, if somebody opens a particular Excel file on his system, other users can't edit that file in the same time. It means that Microsoft Excel is not a multi-user software. But PDMS is not same as that. PDMS is a new generation software that based on concept of database. Totally in PDMS we have 4 main concepts: user, team, database, and multiple database. As you see, I entered the admin module, and from admin I will explain for you about these concepts one by one. First up, the users. As you see, for the sample project we have some users. Each one of these users have a username and password. For example, I will check the user pipe. Modify. Yes. As you see, in the user membership part of this form, we have project teams at left side and team membership on right side. The name of user can be seen at top side of this form. From this window, we will set that the user belongings to which teams of the project. For example, as you see, the username pipe in this current setting belongs to team pipe and team ASSOC, ASSOS, I think. Now we want to learn about meaning of teams. From this menu, I will select teams. Modify the team pipe. Okay. As you see at top of the form, you will see the name of team, that name pipe. At left side, project users, and at right side, team members. From this form, you can set that which users belonging to what teams. If I'm putting one users from left side to right side, the user will belongs to the team that named on right side. As you see, for example, the user pipe now is a member of teams admin, pipe, and system. After that, I want to tell you about meaning of database. We will select databases and extracts from the menu of elements. Okay, as you see, these are all databases of the project sample. Let me modify the database pipe /dc. Modify. Okay, as you see at top of the form, you will see the database name pipe, and under the name of the database, owning team. This form tells you that each database belongs to one team. Now my explanation is a little bit complete. I mean that users of each team can have full access to the databases those are belongs to their team. I mean that users of each team can read and write on the databases those are belongs to their team. After that, we need to explain for you about meaning of multiple database. In a complex plant, like for example a refinery or for example an oil platform, we need to have different teams with different database types. For example, we need to have a database for piping, a database for a steel structure, a database for electrical and instrument, a database for equipment, and so on. Users of each discipline must have full access to the data that is in their work scope, and they must just can see the data within other databases. For example, a piping designer must be able to edit all the pipes, but he must not can edit a steel structure of the project. And all the databases mostly are based on discipline area. For example, the piping designer must be able to edit the pipes, but he just need to see the steel structure, because he must can passing through their pipes within structures. Multiple database will determine for you that which users can see which kind of data. When you want to run the software, first up you will select the multiple database. The user that you want to enter the software by him just can see the data within the multiple database that you set for entering the software. Totally multiple database is a separate concept that controls the user visibility. So when you want to run the PDMS, you must select the multiple database that you need to see all the data within it. Okay, now I will exit the admin module and enter to PDMS via design module. Okay, project sample, username system, and password X for 6 times. For multiple database, I will set the multiple database sample, and the module will set to design. Okay, this is the project sample, and the module is set to design. I will drag and drop the site stabilizer to my 3D view. Okay, this is the site stabilizer that is existing PDMS sample project, as I told you before, used for exercise and checking the software. As you see, I entered PDMS within design module. From the menu of design, modules icon, you can change the module. Now I want to tell you about meaning of module. What's it mean? The main module of PDMS is design, that we are in this module now. Design have different applications, and from this module we will model our project. In our next lesson I will tell you one by one completely about all the modules. The next module is draft. Draft is using for 2D drafting. The next one is ISO draft. that used for creating of isometrics. The next one is Paragon, that used for creation of specifications and catalogs. The next one is PropCon, that used for creating of properties. The next one is Lexicon, that used for creating user-defined attributes and user-defined element types. And the final is admin, that we are administrating our project with an admin module. Okay, I will exit the PDMS and enter to a real project, that is the HendyJohn, HEN. Running again. The project will set to HEN. Username is system. You can download this project from the website. The password is ISOICO, ISOICO. Excuse me, the caps lock must set to on. Okay. ISOICO. Multiple database will set to all, and the module will set to design. Okay, we must enter the design module with another multiple database. I will select the DESI multiple database. Monitor modules, design and macro files from monitor module. Okay. Okay, my students, this is a real project that called HEN. You can download this project and install on your system. I will drag the design board and drop in 3D view. Okay, we must wait for opening this project in 3D view. In summary, in this lesson, I told you about 4 main meanings in PDMS: user, team, database, and multiple database. Each user have a username and password, and the username and password is work like the user and password that we use to enter, for example, Windows. Each user at least belong to one team. Also, databases belongs to the teams, and member of each team can edit the database that belongs to their team. These 3 concepts, user, team, and database, are created for setting the access level for each user. The other concept is multiple database. Multiple database will determine that which user can see which kind of data. And if you don't set the multiple database when you want to enter the software, you will not be able to see the data that you need. Okay, this project is a little bit heavy. We must wait. All the bands of this project have a graphical problem. and I must remove them. Okay, as you see, this is HENW07 platform. If I select one of its items, for example, this equipment, as you see, the selected item will highlight in selection tree. The selection tree that called Design Explorer in PDMS will appear at left side of the window by default. As you see, first up you have the element site, inside that you have element zone, inside that you have pipe, inside pipe you have branch, and inside the branch you have all the component of that branch one by one, for example tube, elbow, flange, and so on. This kind of data storage is particular to AVEVA and called Dobocon system. Okay, in our next lessons we will learn more about the Dobocon system and all the modules. We will review all PDMS modules one by one. I will exit the software and bye for now.